Okay, so I'm gonna go over the spread and I'm gonna explain how it works. Okay, this is just a trial run just to see how things go, and then we'll go from there. So first of all, the overall energy here is the Seven of Cups. This is a very similar energy to what I felt last month when I mentioned that in the past you've had a lot of options laid out in front of you, and I feel like this is the month in which these options are dwindling down. So you are narrowing your options when it comes to the love relationship front. You are also, I feel that whatever fantasies you've had, or even like, sense of idealism that you've had regarding love, commitment, relationships, how long things are supposed to last, whether or not marriage is supposed to last, all of these things are coming up for re-examination for this month, okay? In the challenge position, we have here the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is overcoming sadness, regrets, or dealing with sadness and regrets from a previous situation that did not work out too well, okay? A lot of you might be dealing with a water sign at this present moment, and there is some difficulties in getting the relationship going in a smooth, harmonious manner. The Seven of Cups and the Five of Cups, this water, heavy water energy, I feel that you might be dealing with a water sign that is not in accordance with your own path. One person might want a family and the other person might not want the same things. So there's definitely some differences in values and in the direction of the relationship. You love, like, I feel like you care about one another, you might love one another, but there are some mitigating factors that's making it really difficult to form a relationship and to form a harmonious union together as a unit, okay? So these cards like mirror one another, so we're going to go from the ends into the middle. So the first thing here is we do have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords usually indicates a situation where somebody might be dealing with a lot of stress, a lot of strain, a lot of things that are creeping up in their environment that's causing worries and concerns, okay? And I feel like for some of you, it might come through the work environment. So you or your partner could be dealing with some type of stress, strain regarding their work environment, regarding their public image. And it's also being brought in to affect the current relationship that you're in. We do have here the Eight of Cups as well as the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a situation where some information is being revealed, okay? It's the whole unveiling process where you're able to see a situation very clearly, exactly what it is, and you're going to have to decide what you need to do. With the Eight of Cups in the reverse position, it signifies to me going back to a previous situation because some information came to light and you're going to have to go back in order to fix it, or in order to communicate, or in order to re-engage with the other person. So I feel like for some of you, if you have recently walked away from a water sign has recently walked away from you, there's some information coming back to light here and you might be tempted to take a step back. And I feel like the information that comes in, if it's giving you additional insight so that you can go back and fix a situation, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth doing, and I feel like it's going to be in your best interest to try to do that. What's coming in next here is the Four of Wands as well as the Tower. So both of these cards indicate to me there might have been a major breakdown in a relationship in the past, okay? The Tower's in the reverse position, so I feel like this is something that's already done and over with. And with the Four of Wands, it indicates having somebody in our lives that are not looking for marriage, not looking for stability. And it's really hard to work together with this person and come into a mutual understanding that you want the same things from life. You want stability and you want commitment. So I feel like this is the month. I feel like this is the energy that you're bringing to the table as well. And if you are dealing with someone, especially, I see a lot of water energy. I feel water and fire actually. So I feel like the fun and excitement trumps everything else. So I feel that this is the month in which you are realizing, I have to leave this relationship behind. I'm going to new things, okay? So I see a heavy energy here shifting from water into fire. So water signs of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and then we have like fire signs, which is more like the Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. So that's the energy I feel coming through for you. Whatever situation that you've left in the past, I feel that there's still a lot of emotions tied up with it. And I feel that you might opt to become friends rather than just, cutting them off completely. You might opt to become friends. And I feel like if that's something that was implemented recently, just be very clear with the new relationship partner if they're coming through, okay? For others of you who are in committed relationships, and I feel like if you were in a very, very long-standing type of marriage, love affair that has been a little bit rocky, and especially if you or your partner travel a lot, and if your partner travel a lot, if you know that you're faithful, and if your partner is traveling a lot, I feel like there's temptation here, and there might be some information coming to light regarding some type of an indiscretion. And I feel like you might have, if it already happened, you are moving on to a new relationship. You've left that situation behind. You didn't forgive. And I feel like there might be, you might get more communication from that person, but I feel like it involves somebody traveling a lot and having indiscretions like affairs and things like that coming through, okay? In terms of your advice, here's what I'm feeling. We do have the Three of Cups in the reverse position. This is a three people type of an involvement where, you might have a lot of options. You might have narrowed down your options, and now you're down to like two people, and you're trying to choose between them. One of them might still be a water sign, an a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The other person might just be an air sign, okay? So this is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So you've got some pretty hefty options that are made available to you. And in terms of your advice when it comes to love and relationships, they're basically telling you go with the solid, go with the pragmatic choice, and go with the choice that's giving you that sense of independence, okay? Go with someone who's already very, very independent. They're not needy, and they're going to give you the proper space. And they're also the healthier relationship partner. So I feel like in the past, you might have dealt with people that, they needed a lot of saving. It seemed like they had broken wings. They came from troublesome family situation, broken homes. They might have gotten out of relationships too, like a significant relationship, like a marriage situation, failed engagement, and all of these things. And they're a little bit like broken. And I feel like when you dealt with them, you felt something was off. You felt almost like, why are they like this? Why are they so commitment phobic? Why are they so like nonchalant about, wanting to build something together? And why are they always blowing hot and cold? And I feel like some information is coming to light for this month, which is going to give you a lot of access to the other person's psyche, to understand where they're coming from, and to understand like why they are like the way they are. And a lot of it has to do with, childhood conditioning, broken homes types of situation. And I feel like there's something here about someone feeling jaded, someone feeling like, oh, I don't really believe in love anymore. I know that it exists, but I don't feel that it's for me, so I want to play the field. So it can come in from your energy that you're bringing to the table, or from other people that you're dealing with. But I feel that overall sense of like, feeling a little bit jaded, feeling a little bit disenchanted when it comes to love and relationships, and trying to establish a family with another person. You're also dealing with discordant energies regarding, dealing with like a water sign from the past, and it was a very, very heavy emotional experience. And right now you're just like, I want freedom. I want to move about, and I don't want, someone to rely so much on me. So you're seeking somebody who is a lot more independent, who's a lot more self-possessed, firm in their beliefs and their convictions, okay? So I do feel it is going to be a very good month when it comes to singles who are out there dating. You at least know what you want, and you're not looking for heavy emotional entanglements, and you're not looking for people who are broken or who needs a lot of saving, okay? So you are devoting your time more to like people who are a little bit more grounded, mature, emotionally, mentally, and just they're just strong. You want like the strong partner. You want somebody to be your equal, because I feel like you know what you want, and you've been through that tough relationship in the past. and you have a lot of information about where you need to go and where you need to be. And as a result of it, you're seeking somebody like-minded. What I'm also feeling when I mentioned that you're dealing with a lot of people, I feel like I don't feel the temptation is coming from your end. I don't sense that. I don't feel that you're the one fluctuating here, because I feel like you know what you want. So I feel like you're very, very directed and very, like solid as to what you want. So I mentioned that there are a lot of options being made available to you, okay? And you might have finalized some plans, like you might have chosen some people. You might have 2 people, 4 options, or something like that. And I feel that you do want to socialize. You do want to have fun. You want to enjoy yourself. So I feel like the other people might be pushing you for a commitment, especially if you're dealing with a water sign. A Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, I feel like they might want to push you for a commitment, but I feel they're not emotionally ready, okay? They might want the security. They're just not ready. I don't feel that they're ready. I feel like they have a lot of issues that they're trying to work out in their own lives. So this is a card here that signifies that to me. It seems like it's somebody who's had like a few failed relationships, and they have trouble with getting themselves back on their own 2 feet and being alone. They have trouble doing that. And I feel like you're very happy. You're very content being alone, and you're very strong in your foundation. So you don't really want that heavy emotional burden where you have to, play therapist to another person. So you're dealing with someone who's like that, who's like kind of melancholic and kind of somber, and they don't know how to help themselves. That's what I'm sensing. And I feel like if this is something you're dealing with, I feel like towards the end of the month, you're going to have to cut some ties, and you're going to have to go for the more energetically fun, energetically vibrant type of a relationship partner, okay? So it's really important to know what you want. And I feel like whatever happened in August, you are now really sure about what you want. And, they say that traditionally Libras are very indecisive. I feel like when it comes to, you're indecisive when you have to choose between 2 things or 2 or multiple things that you want. But when it comes to knowing what you want, you always know what you want. Air signs always know. On a deep-rooted intellectual or even emotional level, air signs know. But I do sense that some things are happening for this month that's going to really solidify, your belief system. And I feel like you're dealing with people that have boundary issues, and it's forcing you to draw your line in the sand. You're also dealing with some really fun people, and it's going to bring about new opportunities in your life. So as a result, you might not want to be tied down, okay? I feel for those of you in coupled relationships, partners might have some troubles on the work front. They need your emotional support. They're going to need your emotional support, okay? And be very patient with them. Humor them. I feel like taking them to a place where, they can enjoy themselves and have a little bit of laughter and fun. I feel that's going to be good for them, okay?